Hey, friends, let's get that book done. Hey, we are talking about how to get your book done by November 1st. This is going to be exciting. So, hey, tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're doing with your book. Are you working on one? Have you been delaying that book? Maybe you're completing your book. Maybe it's in final editing. So go ahead and type in your name and then also what process you are in your book. Maybe some of you, your book idea is just a dream, and that's cool too. So listen, as someone who's written 10 books, I can tell you that I've written books very slow, and I've also written books quickly. And recently, I found some very cool tips, tricks, tactics on how to expedite your book. And so this book just came out. In fact, it's not even out yet. It's been leaking out certain places, but it's not out till September 30th. And this book came out in weeks. You might say, how in the world, Kary? Because by the way, Unhackable took me 4 years. Okay. Elixir Project took me 2 years to write. So I have written books that have taken many, many, many years. And I've written books that have taken weeks to write. And you might say, well, Kary, gee, it's because of the size. Nope, not just the size, okay? This book is thinner, but we are going to talk about how to get books out quickly. So, again, if you just joined us, welcome. Tag a friend, tag an author, tag someone who would benefit from learning about how to get their book out fast. I'm going to share a couple things today about what's coming up because literally in 7 weeks. Nah, is it that way? Hold on. Whoa, no. 4 weeks. I think it's more like five. I think in 5 weeks. Oh, wow. 5 weeks. I better get ready. So, in about 5 weeks, we are all going to be at the Igniting Souls conference, and I'm literally going to show you the process. But let me give you some hints today. And hey, Vivian, good to see you. So let me give you some hints today about how to get your book rolling faster, okay? Here's what will totally hack you, starting with a blank page, okay? That is the worst way to write a book because it's it's tough, it's difficult. You have no helps when you just say I'm going to write a book and then you open up a page and you start writing. Very difficult. In fact, it's probably a book that is not going to do well. Now, you might say, Kary, that's what people did in the old days. Okay, in the old days, they didn't have 5,000 ads come across their mind every day. They didn't have technology doubling every 12 hours. In other words, sure, decades ago, centuries ago, people would write and maybe they wouldn't have a proposal, maybe they wouldn't have an outline, and that was okay back then. Why? Because you didn't have they said just recently, I'm reading this amazing book. By the way, books are life changing. I love books so much. The book I'm reading is called something about eradicating. I'm just going to look here. It's about hurry. Okay. It's about hurry and the ruthless elimination of hurry. Love it. Joan Turley suggested it to me. It's amazing. Let me tell you what. I'm going to listen to it twice. But here's the point. Back in the day, we had way longer attention spans. I mean, think about it. Young Jewish boys used to memorize Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy all by the age of 12. That's pretty amazing. Today, our attention is about 7 seconds. And you might, I'm not down on us. I'm not going to be down on us. But what I'm going to say is you need guide rails to write your book today. Why? Because if not, you'll be in deep in thought and ping, notification, beep, buzz, alert. In other words, today you have so many things that are working against you. Is this true? So you do not want to start with a blank page. Instead, how I used to start my books about 20 years ago, 18 exactly, was a book proposal. That's how you literally would write a book. You would write out your title, your subtitle, you would write out your target audience, you would write out your psychographics, your demographics. You would write down your premise. I mean, you would go into so much. I mean, a book proposal, some of you know, a book proposal can take 30 pages alone. And that's why a lot of people never get their book done because they're like, oh my gosh, I got to do a book proposal. Well, that's like writing a book for your book. You know what I'm saying? So, how did I get through this quickly? I'll tell you how I got through this quickly. There's a new um, strategy I use, and I'm going to share a little bit about this today. I'm going to share my screen, even. You're going to get a little peek about this. Ooh, this is secret stuff. This is secret stuff. Gee. I'm going to share it though. Listen, I'm going to give you a sneak peek now. And here's what I really want. I really want you to be with me for the first time ever half-day workshop where I'm going to literally in person take you through the process step by step by step. I'm even going to get on an exercise bike and write the book. And you might say, Kary, what are you even talking about? Listen, there's this new thing I've been doing, and it gets the book out so fast, enough that, I mean, imagine if you could create a book in literally days, and yet that's happening. So I'm going to share my screen here. You're going to see some secret things. So hopefully you can see that. This is some mini books. And listen, folks, I sat down and I just said, what are all the mini books that I could write? Oh my gosh. Are you seeing this? Are you 149 mini books? I got to stop there. 149 mini books. And you might say, what are you talking about, man? Yeah, that is pretty nutty. But listen, here's what I'm convinced of. I'm convinced that mini books are not the only way, but I'm convinced that mini books are a new cutting edge trend. You're going to see more and more books that are brief, they're short, they're 5x8 trim size. You can stick this in a purse, you could stick this in a briefcase. They're going to be thinner books. Why are they going to be thinner? Because here's what we know. A lot of people never finish their books. And by the way, I'm not saying I'm going to do 149. Okay. But that it might even be more than that, but that's all the ones I'm thinking about. And you might say, Kary, did you write every word in this? I did. I absolutely did. And I had an amazing team. I'm going to honor them. First of all, I got to honor Brenda Hare for giving me the idea for this book. And Amanda Painter and Josh Phillips. I mean, they all just looked at me straight in the eye and they said, Kary, you got to write this book. Because they said, we are Igniting Souls Publishing Agency, and we don't have a book that tells about our unique selling proposition, how to turn your book into 18 streams of income. And you know what? I resisted it for a long time. Why? Because we get bored of our own genius. Come on now. Vivian, you get bored of your genius. Elise, you get bored of your genius. Michael, you get bored of you. Well, you get bored of your own genius and you think, you know what? Everybody knows it. It's so familiar for you. You're so good at it. I want you to hear me, folks. You are so good at your genius zone that for you, you just say, psh, everybody knows that. And what you do is you insult your readers. Your readers are craving for this solution to their problems, but you think it's too easy. You get bored of your own purpose. In fact, that would be a great mini book. Maybe that's book number 150. Bored of your own purpose. But maybe you've heard me share this recently. Gail Hyatt says this. When people lose their why, they lose their way. Folks, some of you right now, you need to pay attention because what I'm saying to you is that you've lost your way. You have felt lost lately. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. And here's what I believe. It's probably because you've lost your why. You've gotten distracted. Anyone relate? I mean, I've been there. Okay. I've been there before where you just get distracted. And I mean, I'm the guy who wrote Unhackable and I got distracted. What's up with that? I'm human. Okay, but my point is this: some of you need to get your butts in a seat for conference, Igniting Souls conference. Why? Because the first day, it's called pre-con. I'm going to take you through this. Now, let me show you a little bit more about this here, because this is exciting. This is the new way of publishing. I'm just going to go to the actual 18 streams of income. This is how I wrote it. And you can see other mini books below. And I'm not even going to show you what I'm working on or any of that stuff. But anyway, my point is this: there's a strategy here that I do that I'm going to unpack this is the whole book. This is the whole book, folks. And here's the finished product. Okay, so if you're like, does it work? Yeah. And in fact, I'm going to show you that I did this with show up, filled up. Okay, so again, you might say, does this thing really work? Absolutely. There's a strategy. There's a strategy and there's a system. Here it is: show up, filled up, right? And how to get what you want out of people in life. And then I break down this path. Now, this one took a few weeks. Okay. But then I got better. And then this one took a few days. All right. Now you might say, are you serious? Listen, we have it on audio. We have it on hardcover. We have it on softcover. We have it on ebook. I love that Chrissy pushed me to make this a hardcover. I said, I'm not going to make this a hardcover. And she said, Kary, read your own book. Come on, man. And she's right. And I read my own book and I'm like, all right, you're right. It's why it's good to have truth tellers around you, you know? But one of the streams of income is hardcovers impress. And so I was just going to be like, oh, it's a mini book. I'm not gonna, turn it into a hardcover. No, I have to turn it into a hardcover. Okay. So, Leslie, I must not think that everybody knows what I want to write about. Or maybe she means I must think. I don't know. Great point. But show up, filled up, hashtag. I love that. Melissa, great to have you with us. So here's my point, folks. You got to get over to conference, okay? Because I'm going to be taking you through, I just gave you a sneak peek today, but I'm going to go through exactly my process. Exactly. And let me share with you a little bit about conference. We only do this once a year. It takes our team a ton of time. It costs us hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm just being real to put this on. Why? Because we believe in aces, authors, coaches, entrepreneurs, and speakers. Folks, you look through this and you begin to see who is coming and what are they speaking on, and it is fantastic. And a lot of these people are products of the products. Like Stephen, is an ethos client. He's done what we teach him. Jill, done what we teach. Okay, Gino, we helped him out recently. Dan, we publish his books. Like, you look at these people, screenwriter, professor is going to teach you, has consulted with NASA and ClickFunnels, is going to be teaching you all about how to leverage tech and systems for non-techie people. You have Ali Nasser talking about the business owner's dilemma and setting you up for success. Mark LaChance, the lucky formula. Sophie Gardner, you have Screenwriter Secrets. Alex Freytag, VisionWorks. John Giganti, With Intention. Teen influencers, special guests. Oh my gosh. And we even have a couple guests that we haven't put on yet. My point is this, folks. This event is unbelievable. And the longer you wait, the less chance that you have a ticket is even available, not to mention that they go up in price. Why? Because, listen, oh, by the way, we're mailing out packages very soon. When you get a conference ticket, we have a package, hint, hint, we have a package that we're sending out to you. That's fantastic. It sets you up well. But folks, you gotta check out this VIP ticket. Oh man, the VIP ticket. And listen, meals are included if you're in person. And if you're not in person, I'm going to show you the technology here in a moment. You're going to be blown away. But listen, folks, I go to conferences all the time. In fact, I just went to a conference about 2 weeks ago. It was way more expensive than this one. All right, and it wasn't as well. I'm not going to say anything. Okay, it was a fantastic conference. Let me just say that it really was. I love conferences, but I love conferences done the right way. And so this is our 11th year. And listen, the VIP Spark Day, that alone is worth 497. That's where I'm going to be teaching you a full half day mini book workshop. All right, and yes, you got VIP parties and check-in and pre-con and post-con and oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. We're going to give 2 ISBNs and barcodes to every single person who comes to the VIP day. So you will get barcodes. You will get your next 2 books, the barcodes, the ISBNs, plus you'll take the teaching and you'll be able to crank it out. Now you say, Kary, your conference is on October 22nd. Will I really be able to get my book done by November 1st? Yes. Like, you really will. Now, I'm not saying everyone will, but I'm saying that you could. You absolutely could take the way that I teach mini books. And let me go to my calendar and make sure. Conference ends on the 20. No, hold on one second. Conference will end on the 24th. You have 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, 6 days. You have a whole week to finish your book. Now, I'm not saying you need to, but I'm saying that you literally could fit. That's what I did for this book. That's what I did for. It's actually what I did for Show Up Filled Up. It just took time to do a rewrite. Okay, so I got the first draft done in literally a few days as well. So why am I so passionate about this? Because I know that mini books are the way of the future. Our attention span can handle mini books better. And think about it. If this book is about a quarter of a regular book, or let's even say half, that means you can get to half. It means you can get to your transformation in half the time. It means that you can get to your transformation in a third or a quarter of the time, which means that you begin changing lives earlier. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share a couple things here before we go today. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. But Elise says, count me in. She's writing a mini book for foster families. Folks, if you're writing a mini book, go ahead, put in the topic. Elise said, I decided to sign up and go all in. Look at that, my friend. Just live here. I love action takers because you can sit and look at an open door for the rest of your life. But you know what? Then it becomes a closed door. So here's what I'm going to do for all the people that are like, Kary, I don't know about travel and stuff like this. I'm going to share a couple things that will ease you, I think. Yes, I found him. I'm so glad I found him. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Watch this. Watch this, folks. I'm going to show you a quick video. Hopefully you can see it. Hang with me a second. This is the stage look of what we're doing. Okay, so this is not exactly, but this is going to be kind of what you feel. Okay, here you go. Let me know if you can see this. I'm going to play some music here. All right, so you get the point, right? You get the point that is some of the technology that we use. I don't know the exact stage, but Brant's going to be finishing 6 by the end of 2021. I've seen his covers. They're fantastic. In fact, Brant, I might even get it. I might even get your covers. Hang on one second. I get it. Brant sent this to me, and he's following the model. He's literally, yeah, I found it. Unplanned. This is what happens when you show up and take action. So Brant's taking action, and he's coming. Let me share with you. Here's his six mini books, and he's already got some done. And why is he doing this? Because I snuck him the process. Brant, you're in fire ring. So, you said, Kary, I'm very serious about this. I want to make it happen. And Brant, you can weigh in if you want, but you showed up. So I think you showed up, or maybe you just came into my head. I don't know. I thought I saw your name. There you are. Yeah, you are there. Duh. So anyway, yeah, Brant, how easy is it? Once you know the model, it's fantastic. And so Brant is going to crank out 6 mini books. He's already got the covers and he's already got some done in a few months. Imagine what that could do for your influence, impact, and income. Again, this is practical results. It's kind of this new way of writing, this new genre I call mini books. And then don't forget, by coming to the VIP day, you're getting 2 ISBNs and barcodes. So we're like, that alone is more than a $250 value right there. And Brant says crazy easy. He's trying to have 3 published for conference. This is my point, folks. And then if you're saying, you know what, Kary, I can only come virtually, no problem. In fact, we don't even call it virtual. We call it experiential. And I'll show you why. You ready for this? I'll show you why we call it experiential. Watch this. We have a special Borja Virtual, and we have Platinum that's coming. I mean, we literally invest a lot of resources in bringing in the very best speakers, professionals, tech. All right, so here we go. Let me show this. This will be our last little thing here. Some of you know what I'm going to show. I'm going to show you this video a little bit here. So hopefully you can see this. This is Borja Virtual. If you've never been to an experiential conference, you actually get to create a little avatar. So watch this. There's Brenda, there's Chris, there's me. We're testing the technology. And look, you're able to create your own little profile, which then has your bio, it has your LinkedIn, it has your Facebook, it has the ability to book with you, to message you. People that come to this event are going to get unbelievable connections and networking. I know people like Jonalee and Sherry that met at conference. Thank you very much, Dexter, for introducing them. Now they're business partners. Now they're co-authoring a book. They've toured together. They've gone to award ceremonies together. Their families are now linked together, all because they came to a conference and one person said, oh, I know you. You two need to talk. And so check this out. This platform is amazing. This is an elevator, and you can go to first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth. You literally go up and down the elevator. There's the room here, and you're able to chat with people privately. And watch this. When so I set up my little profile. I put my company name, and there you go. Now I'm this little dude, and I can book around to different tables. So I can literally, during the networking sessions, I can click this and then boom, that table shows up, only those 6 people. And I can talk with them and connect with them and even play tic-tac-toe with them. Watch this here. So we have special rooms here that we put, lounges. Is this cool or what? And I think we were playing tic-tac-toe. We're about to. There you go. So, I mean, there's games that you can do, there's connecting, there's networking, and then there's this speaker view where, sure enough, all this shuts down, and then you're now talking with the speaker, and no one can bug you, okay? And you can mute your camera if you don't want to be seen. listen, folks, it is unbelievable. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing that. And here's what I'm going to say. For you not to come to conference this year, it will cost you. It will cost you relationally. It will cost you personally. We have sessions that are all about, in fact, I'm going to announce the newest speaker, Mike Dominy. Mike Dominy wrote a book that I read at a pivotal time in my life called Thrown Off Script. And it's what to do when you're going in life and you get thrown off script. And you know what he says? He says that that actually is something we can resist or something that we can receive. And if we are in a position to receive that thrown off script, we can actually see the miracles that are all around us. Maybe that distraction is absolutely meant for you. It's kind of like God is saying to you, hey, you're about to go into the wrong room. I want to stop you. You're about to go into the wrong relationship. I want to stop you. And if we don't have ears to hear, we will just blaze ahead. But if we have ears to hear, we will be sensitive. And Mike's going to teach us how to look for those opportunities. We just booked another guy, an amazing guy. Oh my gosh, I saw him at a conference a couple weeks ago. This gentleman named Chris is going to blow your mind. In fact, he said about 40 words. I'm not even making this up. He said about 40 words, and that's it. And you know what? The whole room spontaneously 2 weeks ago stood up and gave him a standing ovation for those 40 words. Now you're saying, what in the heck, Kary? What are you talking about? I'm talking about once you see and hear Chris, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Folks, all new conference, all new people, all new relationships. I mean, some oldies are coming, which is great. I love the people that have come before. Go ahead and type in how many times you've been there. Elise says, I will be a speaker wherever God sends me. I love it. I love the heart here with people today. So now some of you might need to upgrade. Michael's going to put a link in there, but some of you have your general ticket and you're like, oh my gosh, I need the mini book. Yes, you do. We're going to train you how to do your own 2 mini books and cover the ISBNs and barcodes. So folks, I got to roll. Hope you have an amazing day. Oh, a couple quick announcements that Brenda wanted me to share super quick here. If you're coming, get into the bookstore. Okay, the bookstore. Listen, September 18th is the deadline. If you do not have your book submitted, if you're an Author Academy Elite author, and if you don't have your ticket redeemed, then you will miss out. Okay. And if you need to sign up for the bookstore, and there's a link, and I'm going to drop it right now. And then I got to roll to a meeting because I'm excited. I get to meet with a client here. But this is if you're an Author Academy Elite author. I dropped the link in right there. That's how you register to get your book, into the bookstore. And then last year's bookstore, I'm going to post. But if you don't, this is not gonna be the bookstore for next year, okay? For 2021. I'm just saying that this is last year's people, and you can see how cool that is to be featured, and that only happens when you're coming to conference, okay? Be a soul on fire. Gotta roll. Take care, everyone.